Hi, I'm Stephen the Pet Man from Big Apple Pet Supply. I'm putting together an Apogee Reptarium enclosure. Now these are nylon mesh enclosures. Up until this point, it's taken me about 4 minutes to put this together. It is literally that easy to put together. So when you're putting it together, basically it's a tubular frame, PVC tubular frame, and these corner pieces. And basically, you slide these corner pieces in, very simply like that. You insert the tubes. That's it. That's the whole frame. I mean, this literally took me, including that, under 5 minutes. So this is a very, very simple frame to put together. And then what you have here is this commercial grade nylon mesh. It's actually 350-degree heat retardant. So basically, you can put on here ceramic heat emitters, basking spots, mercury vapor bulbs. However, I'm going to show you how to do it safely because you can't just put it on top. You have to put it in a deep dome to put it on top of here so that you're not close to the nylon mesh. So, all you do basically to get this inside of here is you basically unzipper it, okay? And then you're going to put it on top and start to get it over the edge. Now this is going to fit very tight because that's what they are designed to do, is fit very tightly over the screen or over this, framing. So once you get it in the right place, it's very easy to place. Okay. There we go. You just kind of work it around the corners and then pull it over this end. And again, don't be afraid because it is going to be tight. That's what it's designed to be, is very tight around when you're putting it around the cage. So you're just going to have to, when you first initially put it on, you have to just work it over the edges. And then you're good once it's over the edges like that. So that's all. It just takes a little bit of an effort to get it positioned correctly. But once it's positioned correctly, it's not a problem. So you just pull from all edges to make sure that you're seated correctly. Okay. Now one of the neat things about this enclosure is, as you can see, it's a full zippered enclosure. So you have full access actually. Basically all you do, that closes your cage. So don't be fooled right now because you're saying, oh, I really can't see through it. You know, you can. When I put the light on, you're about to see that. Essentially, all of these are 6-sided mesh. So you basically have same mesh all the way around. What that enables you to do is to have, for this size, it's a 38 gallon. We offer it in 22, 38, 65, 100, 175, and 260 gallon. All of these sizes you can do this to have them in a high position, or this to have them in the long position. So they work both ways. What's going to determine which way you put it is the soft tray you purchase. So we have these soft trays available, and what they are is basically a clear, heavy-duty polymer plastic that sits in between, and you'll see these on our website. They will sit in between the frame, and they will go up about 4 inches in height. So the plastic is clear. It will allow you to put bedding in without it falling through. So that's the Reptarium soft trays, which we sell on our website. They're on the bottom of the page of this Reptarium cages that we sell. We also sell these Reptarium in a kit or by themselves. You can check that out in our habitats and cages section. So you will find these individually for sale or already with kits that have the heating, the lighting, the domes, everything you need to get started, a heat mat. So that's the way we sell them. But basically those soft trays will determine. So for this one, you'll see there's a 38 gallon long soft tray if you're sitting it this way, or a 38 gallon tall soft tray if you're going to sit it this way. So basically that's how this cage works. Now I'm going to show you what this cage looks like once you put lighting on top. Okay? What I recommend is the Zippered Deep Dome fixture. And the reason why I recommend the Zippered Deep Dome fixture, which is this fixture, and I'm going to pull it out of the box, is because it basically sits high enough off the cage that you do not have to worry about burning the mesh. So basically, it's going to sit like this. Now on the larger enclosures, you can actually get 2 of these. On this smaller 38, it would be hard in the tall position. In the long position, obviously you can get 2 on here, no problem. If you want to tighten the top, a lot of people ask, these clips come with it. Well, these clips are designed just for that. They basically allow you, they snap on. They are tight, but they're tight because you want this mesh to stay tighter when you put a dome on it. So you actually can bring up the slack on this and then put the clip on like that, and then you have a tighter top. Okay, so don't forget to use these clips that come with it. They are there for a purpose. They do help to hold up the dome much better. So basically, we're going to plug this in because I want you to see how it lights up, because a lot of people are like, oh, black mesh, how am I going to see my reptile? Well, actually, you're going to see it quite well once you light it up. So don't be concerned that you're not going to be able to see your reptile, because you will. So basically what this does is, you can see it has lit up the cage a lot better. And that's what happens when you put a nice bright light. Same thing would happen when you have it in here. It's especially when you have stuff in the enclosure, like branches and things. The light also reflects off of those branches and the objects in the cage and spreads the light out more so that you can even see through better. But right now, with it lit up, you can see through it pretty well. So these cages are really perfect for anything from chameleons to geckos. I've even put snakes in these cages. I mean, this cage turned this way, I've had so many customers put corn snakes, any colubrids actually, milk snakes, king snakes. I've had people put ball pythons in them, boas, and the big ones. Don't forget, we sell them where they're 4 feet and 6 feet long by 2.5 feet long by 2.5 feet high. That's the biggest one. So it's literally, this is a 38 gallon. We sell it as big as 260 gallons. So that's quite huge enclosures. And they're very affordable. They ship in a box like this, and they set up, but they ship collapse down like this, so it's very inexpensive to ship them. It's a great value. I highly recommend the Reptarium, especially if you're on a budget, but you want a reptile and you don't want to spend a lot of money on an enclosure. Is a acrylic enclosure with sliding glass doors nicer, or an Exoterra with glass hinge doors nicer? Absolutely. However, this is a great budget cage. So if you don't want to spend the big bucks on an acrylic or front opening glass terrarium, you can't beat this. So just remember to get the proper size soft tray, because you don't want bedding or whatever you're putting into the enclosure just to fall through the screen, or when the reptile urinates, for it to go through the cage. So do remember to get a soft tray. But other than that, again, it's fantastic. There's a lot of ways to heat and light these. Fluorescent light strips, domes. You can use anything from daylight blues to basking spots to ceramics. If you're using any kind of basking spot, and really any kind of bowl, I recommend the extra deep dome, or at least the 10-inch Zippered brooder fixture, so that it sits high enough off the cage so that you don't have a problem burning the mesh. But this is a 150-watt basking spot, and this mesh is not even hot. So it's very safe to use. Again, we've been selling these a long time, and actually I flipped it over. But we've been selling these a long time, and you can see how much more this actually helps to tighten these clips. So again, this is in our Reptarium. The Reptariums are in our Habitats and Cage section under Reptile Supplies. And if you have questions about how to set it up, lighting, heating, give us a call. We're always happy to help you out. They ship the same day you order. We have one of the best prices on these cages in the entire internet. So again, I'm Steven the Pet Man. I thank you for watching. Check them out at bigapplepetsupply.com.